The Revelation, chapter 1. The revelation of which God gave unto him, to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass. And he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John, who bare record of the word of God, and of the testimony of God, and of all things he saw. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. John to the 7 churches which are in Asia, grace be unto you, and peace from him which is, and which was, and which is to come, and from the 7 spirits which are before his throne, and from who is the faithful witness, and the first begotten of the dead, and the prince of the kings of the earth, unto him that loved us and washed us.
This is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 8. For we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. All right. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah, by Hashem Kakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS, whom rule well, teach well, being great examples for his younger brothers, and peace and blessings and salutations to the whole lake out there pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the 4 winds in the name of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the whole lake, the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah. All right, and I just want to address, pretty much, what's going on, the attack, the all-out attack on the ministry, and pretty much everybody, is bugging out, and coming against the truth, but at the end of the day, there's nothing that can be done against the truth, all right, before the truth. And when you read 2 Corinthians 13 and 8, it says, for we cannot oppose the truth, but must always stand for the truth. Because at the end of the day, truth is going to stand, is going to prevail through all the madness. It's only so long false doctrine, can be false doctrine till it doesn't exist, until reality destroys the false doctrine. See, true prophecy is the reality. False doctrine, just what it is false. So it can't be false, all right, at the same time that the prophecy is happening real time. People can only bug out and say any and everything and make up a doctrine, because right now, what we see, everybody and their auntie got a doctrine, man. And it's counter against the truth. But nothing can be done against the truth before, because lies only bring more clarity to the truth. And bugs out, and people that bug out only make the truth make more sense, and it's only for the elect. All right, we're not worried about the masses and who don't get it. The corruptible crowns, that Jake like to win. All right, that doesn't matter. The truth is going to stand alone when everything, all right, is said and done. All right, now I want to get this video, all right, this clip. It's a video done by the elder brother Manata Zakba. I want to address, these 2 bug outs, this Coon, and the bug out. I might call it video, the Coon and the bug out. So let's play this. It's on the brother elder Manata Zakba channel, GMS South Carolina 08. Subscribe, and be edified. Now I'm gonna play this, and we're gonna address these things with precepts, man.
You're a pastor, right?
Yes.
And you're a radio host?
Yes.
Okay. And you said you believe white people should have more children?
We definitely need white babies. And I tremble at the idea that the white group is going down in numbers. Because if you lose white folks, it's over for America. Because if you notice, white people tend to be more innovative. They're more creative. They have ideas about things. All these other races don't do nothing but destroy. They don't build, they destroy.
I said you'd piss off everybody. I was wrong. Now you've pissed off.
And that when people say you're not king.
So I want to address that. The Coon. Let's deal with the Coon first. All right. And his take on the earth needs more Edomites, because ultimately they're dying off. And see, this is only the beginning. The Lord's going to expedite, okay, the extermination of these Edomites soon, and the remnant of Esau is going into captivity, and then eventually they're going to be exterminated. Okay, now he said we need. All right, we say you need more white babies, Edomite babies. All right, well, let's go to what the scriptures say. All right, and this is just a coon, and the coon is nothing new. We're gonna show you that how Shai deal with coon niggas too, man. There's nothing new under the sun. All right, now this is the book of Psalms 58. All right, verse 3. It says the wicked are estranged from the womb. And who is the wicked? Esau Edom, the so-called white man. All right, that our people love so much today. It says they go astray as soon as they are born, as soon as they be born, speaking lies. So this man wants more deception in the earth. He wants more oppression. Okay, but see, Esau Edom has done a hell of a job, with his propaganda, his enchantments to, religion and history and entertainment. He's the hero in every movie. He's the doctor that, he's a scientist that solved the world's problems, on every movie and, on the world stage. Okay. To people, look at this man as the savior. Okay. And this goes back to the incurable wound that a lot of our people have. Okay. When it comes to the so-called white man, this is why, when it comes to salvation, this is the only nation that our people are concerned about. Okay, the nation that hates them the most, and the nation that's the most destructive, okay, and the most perverse in the earth. This is the nation that our people are concerned about the most, man. Okay, so let's go here. All right, to the book of Luke chapter 13. Okay, and see, this is Yahweh Shai. He's preaching pro-Israel. He's pushing the kingdom for his people. Okay, and watch what Jake comes up and says. This is Luke 13 and 20. I started at 28, and it says there shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth, and this is talking about the nuclear destruction. Okay, it's gonna be a painful, destruction, man. It says, when ye shall see Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and all the prophets in the kingdom of the Most High, and you yourselves thrust out. Yeah, because this is a lineage. When Yahweh Shai is speaking of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that's a lineage. It didn't mention Esau. Okay? That's a lineage that he's mentioned. He's pro-Israel and the prophets, man. He's speaking of the elect. Because remember, there's going to be 2/3 of our people that's going to be destroyed, man. And a lot of our people going to get caught up in the nukes. And it says what? In the presence of the Lamb and the angels, man. Okay? So while they're suffering, the elect are going to be changed, man, in those chariots. Okay? They're going to be thrust out. They're not going to partake, all right, in this first go around, man. They're going to be born again and take into the kingdom. Because eventually the Most High is going to cut it off, their torment, from the fire. Okay, and those spirits are going back to the spiritual realm. And if you're and the Israelites, they get caught up in that, they will be born again into a kingdom, man, of a lesser status and a lesser rank, man, than those of the elect. All right, well, there's a whole nother lesson. Verse 29, it says, and they shall come from the east and from the west and from the north and from the south, and shall sit down in the kingdom of the Most High. All right, because it's going to be a global deliverance of Israelites. Okay, and to sit down, there's going to be their rest. They're going to sit down in authority, man. They're going to sit, in those seats of authority. And this is what Yahweh Shai is preaching. Okay, it says, and behold, there are last which shall be first, and there are first which shall be last, man. And that's the exchanging places of Jacob and Esau, man. Okay, the elect of Israel being first, all right, and their remnant of Esau Edom that remains after the destruction, they're going to be last, man, and going into captivity. Okay, the lowest of the low. And this is what Yahweh Shai is preaching. The same thing we're preaching. Okay, And then what do you have? Here come a Coon, all right, dragging his sandals on the scene. Verse 31, it says, the same day there came certain of the Pharisees, saying unto him, get thee out and depart hence, for Herod will kill thee. Okay, so he's telling Yahushua, hey, get on with that, man. You know, stop the hate speech. Why you know you gonna be just like them. You know, Cooning. Herod gonna kill you, man. You see, and this is what Yahushua said, and he said unto them, go ye and tell their fox. Okay, and when you call someone a fox in the ancient world, that was a you know what they would call rude speech. Okay, and this what we call rude speech or curse words in this time, calling someone a fox. Well, that was degrading. Okay, it says, behold, I cast out devils, and I do cures today and tomorrow, and the third day I shall be perfected. So Yahushua is like, man, listen, you tell that fox that I'm gonna do what I'm sent to do, okay, and I'm gonna complete it, okay. And Yahushua complete his mission, and he's gonna fully complete it in this time, man. When we're perfected, and when we're likened unto him, he's gonna fully, complete, the mission, man. Okay? It said, nevertheless, I must walk today and tomorrow and the day following, for it cannot be that a prophet perish, okay, out of Jerusalem. All right? So you had coons back then that was opposing, all right, the pro-Israel, anti-Edomite doctrine, man. Okay? There's nothing new. And let's go here. Let's get this in Proverbs. Esau has everyone, associating him with any type of greatness in the earth. As if he's the lifeline of the earth, man. Well, he's the complete opposite. Okay? Well, a lot of Jake have that incurable wound, man. Proverbs 17 and 15. It said, he that justified the wicked and he that condemneth the just, because he's fully against what we teach. He's fully against righteousness. Okay? But Jake bent over backwards to justify the wicked. Okay? And try to prop this man up to be just this upstanding, great, asset to the earth, man. This man is a cancer in the earth, man. Okay? This man is death, man. This man has just destroyed the human experience, man. Okay, through his rulership. All right. It says, even they both are abomination to the Lord, man. And guys like, Jesse, you know a nigga named Jesse, man, is gonna love Esau to the end, man. Any nigga living, still, any Jesse's left, them niggas gonna love Esau to the end, man. Okay? All right. Oh, boy. So let's go from there. Let's get Sirach 13 and 21. Okay, this Sirach 13 and 21. It says, a rich man beginning to fall is held up of his friends. And see, Esau is falling. His image, his godly, can do no wrong, great humanitarian, great creator and, giver of life image that he has, pretty much manufactured in the earth through lies and deception. Okay, it's falling. Remember the scriptures say our weapons of war are not carnal, all right, but what? Spirit, all right, are spiritual, breaking down what? These strongholds, which are these deceptions. And as the deceptions of Esau is falling, and this man is falling, you have people that are friend of the devil, mainly our people that want to hold him up. Okay, that's why scriptures say friends with this world is enmity with the Most High. It said, but a poor man being down is thrust away by his friends. Okay, and we're the poor. Okay, and the people of our nation. All right, because when you had this whole Kyrie, and Kanye thing that was going on, who did you have saying we not the Israelites more than anyone? Jake. No, there was no other nation of people on earth that was against us being Israelites than Jake, man, because we're looked at as the poor. Okay, and it says in verse 22, it says, when a rich man is fallen, he have many helpers. He speaketh things not to be spoken, yet men justify him. The poor man slipped, and yet they rebuked him too. Okay? So as Esau is falling, he had many helpers that want to prop this man up. He speaketh things not to be spoken, and yet men justify him. Okay? So you mean to tell me as a pastor, you didn't hear these Edomites say they can make the Most High mad as they want? Okay? They don't have to wait on a man to come from the sky to give them immortality. You didn't hear Esau say that? You didn't hear the WEF? Okay? You didn't hear these Edomites say the Messiah is fake news? You didn't hear that? Okay? You didn't hear these Edomites saying that the alphabet community is justified by God? You didn't hear this man say none of these things, but we need more of them? Okay? And that's why Jacob's trouble is written in the scriptures, man. For guys like Jesse, man. Just, all the Jesses of the earth, man. If a brother named Jesse, you cover, but G Jesse's outside the truth, man, come on, man. Okay? It says the poor man slipped, and yet they rebuked him. He spake wisely and could have no place, man. Like, we're not regarded. But the Lord wants it like that, man. Because he wants the masses to follow Esau to his destruction, man. Okay? So, let's do it for the Coon segment of the video. Now, let's go to the bug out.
Say you're not King David, you feel that they're gaslighting you. And
I said you'd piss off everybody. I was wrong. Now you piss off
that when people say you're not King David, you feel that they're gaslighting you. And gang stalking, you're saying that you feel like somebody's watching you or tracking you. Is that what you mean by that?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
The visa tracking system has finally been implemented, and we are so grateful. And you know who said that. The one whose deadly wound shall soon be healed. These assholes, hey man, the white man is not the devil. Now, let me say that to shut all that GMS shit down and the shit that they done taught everybody. And salvation is for all men.
Okay, so we can agree on that. But if I could read
that's
something.
In the book of Hebrews. What does all men mean? Now you go ask them assholes, because they won't answer none of my questions, vocab, but they will answer your question. This is why I think y'all free. But maybe y'all not, because here I am right here, right now, and I know they don't appreciate this shit. But you talk, brother.
It's all bullshit, okay? The fucking devil follows me around all day. God is a Negro, the Messiah is a Negro, but the devil is the white man or white people. And that's bullshit. See? Ain't no white man or no white people tried to steal Moses' body. Ain't no white man or no white people went and presented themselves before the sons of God to the Most High, man. And this is something I've been watching all you niggas, man. All of y'all. The big prophet too. Only pass the big prophet get is he learned from these same GMS assholes. See? How you gonna use a word like sensationalism when you around here telling motherfuckers you about to start flying? You see? And I'm starting to think motherfuckers are aiding and abetting this fucking devil, man. The nigga was at my job the other day. Okay? Now you might say, well, how? What you mean? Okay, this is the devil's tactics, y'all. Are you listening? The devil follows you around all day. He identifies people that you are used to seeing, and then he transforms into these people. He transformed himself into an angel of light. And this is what I noticed. Why ain't none of these prophets, all these prophets out here now, don't nobody talk about the devil? All they say is the spiritual demon Satan, and they keep it moving. This nigga is out here, and he a nigga. And that should be easy to fucking figure out. The Most High Negro. Get the fuck out of here with that white man, the devil shit, man. That's bullshit. To fucking figure out. The Most High Negro. Get the fuck out of here with that white man, the devil shit, man. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. And then you say white people the devil. Man, that's ignorance, man. You aiding and abetting the fucking real devil, man, with this bullshit information, man. This motherfucker followed me around all day, every day. Nigga showed up at my job the other day as a co-worker. And it took me soon to realize none of these motherfuckers my real co-workers. They were all either shapeshifters, they in some type of meat suit. I don't know exactly how these motherfuckers doing it. But the telltale thing was one of them had a smartwatch on. And the motherfucker was recording. But the telltale thing was one of them had a smartwatch on. And the motherfucker was recording. I told you they got me on TV, man. Where my help at, bro? Can I get a real prophet to stand the fuck up, man? You see? All bullshit. And white man the devil. White people the devil. That's bullshit. The devil is the fucking devil, man. Y'all act like the devil ain't here. How a nigga gonna run the motherfucking earth if he ain't here? And with all these prophets, ain't nobody talking about this, man. Ain't nobody talking about the real fucking devil. They act like he don't exist. Everything the white man, white man, white man. Fuck the white man. And you too.
We can't be.
And no matter how bugged out, a nigga is, no matter how bugged out a nigga is, the so-called white man get a pass, man. Okay? And this nigga is hilarious, man. I never watched a lot of them, but, look at the angle this nigga head is at, man. Okay? Even vocab, he's like, this grief, nigga. But you look at the angle, okay, that this nigga head is at. Alright, the way this nigga turned his head, okay, this nigga got a legion on him, man. Look at this nigga, the angle of this nigga neck, Look at the angle of this nigga neck, man. And I'ma just leave it there. Alright, and the nigga just snapped back in place, man. Alright, so let's get some precepts now. Since every other nigga on earth is King David now. Alright, this guy's a King David with a pro-Edomite, mindset. Okay, all nations can be saved now. Did King David, did he have, that doctrine? Did King David, was he acting as such? Was he pro-Edomite? Was he pro-salvation for everyone? Well, let's go into the scriptures, man. Let's see how King David was moving in the scriptures, man. Okay, we'll see where his mind was at when he was in the earth. All right, this is 2 Samuel 7:22. All right, and it says, "Wherefore thou art great, O Lord," and this is King David speaking, "O Lord, power, for there is none like thee, neither is there any power beside thee, according to all that we have heard with our ears. And what one nation in the earth is like thy people, even like Israel?" Okay, so was King David, pro everybody? Was he all inclusive? When he was writing his songs, when he was praising the Lord, when he was in prayer? Okay, was he for all people? All right, and it says, whom the Most High went to redeem for a people to himself, and to make him a name, and to do for you great things and terrible for thy land before thy people, which thou redeemest to thee from Egypt, from the nations and their gods. For thou hast confirmed to thyself thy people Israel to be a people unto thee forever, and the Lord, all right, and thou Lord art become their power. Okay, this this is ongoing. The relationship between the Most High and Israel, man, and it never opened up to other nations. Okay, now let's get some accounts. What was David doing? Was he pro Esau? Did King David let the so-called white man make it? Okay, did he do that when he was in the earth? Let's see. Let's get First Kings. Now this is when, Solomon, all right, is being told, all right, that the kingdom would be rent, after his death, because of his sin, okay, of idolatry, okay. But it goes into an account, all right, of this particular Edomite, that escaped, a slaughter, okay. So let's go to 1 Kings 11:14. It says, and the Lord stirred up an adversary unto Solomon, Hadad the Edomite. He was the king's seed. He was of the king's seed in Edom. For it came to pass when David was in Edom, and Joab, the captain of the host, was gone up to bury the slain after he had smitten every male in Edom. Okay? For 6 months did Joab remain there with all Israel until he had cut off every male in Edom. Okay, and we know Hadad, he fled, so every male didn't get cut off because that seed had to be reserved to fulfill prophecy in this time. Okay, you see, but the mindset of David and Joab was to kill every male in Edom. They was trying to exterminate the Edomite race, man. Okay, and Joab was a general. Okay. In David's army, he was his top general. Okay, so he's receiving orders directly from David. And what was their mindset, man? What was the mission? To kill every male in Edom, to cut off the lineage, man. Okay, but they wasn't able to do it because prophecy, had to play out. Okay, to show you that what King David wasn't pro Edomite, man, but everybody. All right, is King David, man. Bugged out. But it only brings clarification to the believers, man. Okay, because if you follow a guy like that, there's no precept that can save you, man. If you, are consciously, if you're an adult male or female following that man, okay, what can be done? What can be said? Okay. There's not a point we can make. All right. Now this is 1 Samuel, another account real quick. Show you the history between David and these Edomites, man. Now this is 1 Samuel 30:1. It says, and when it came to pass when David and his men went to Ziklag on the 3rd day, that the Amalekites had invaded the south and Ziklag, and smitten Ziklag and burnt it with fire. This is Amalek, okay, the chief tribe of Esau Edom, and had taken the women captives that were therein. They slew not any, either great or small, but carried them away and went on their way. So David and his men came to the city, and behold, it was burned with fire, and their wives and their sons and their daughters were taken captive. Then David and the people that were with them lifted up their voice and wept until they had no more power to weep. All right. And it shows you that Israelite men love their families, man. Okay. There's another enchantment, the devil. All right. And there's another, mindset that he put on the masses of our people. All right. Which, he pretty much magnified the curse. All right. But going back And 2, it says, and David's 2 wives were taken captives, all right, and he know them, all right, the Jezreelites, all right, and it says, and Abigail, the wife of Nabal, the Carmelite, which Nabal had died, so they were the ex-wife of, Nabal, all right. And it says, and David was greatly distressed, for the people spake of stoning him, because the soul of all the people was grieved, every man for his sons and for his daughters. But David encouraged himself, all right, in the Lord his power, So, hey, that's hey, that's the that's the weight of being a leader, So they wanted to stone him, but with the King David, he encouraged himself in his power. He got right with it. He got that. He had that one-on-one in his power. Okay, and the Lord started executing things in their favor. Now I want to get to the point when they make it to those Amalekites. All right, this is 1 Samuel 30:1. It says, and when he had brought him down, behold, they were spread abroad upon all the earth, eating and drinking and dancing, because of all the great spoil. So the Amalekites was eating and drinking and dancing, all right, because of the spoil, the things that they had taken away, all right, and the people they had taken captive. And they had taken out of the land of the Philistines and out of the land of Judah. And David smote them from the twilight even until the evening of the next day. And there escaped not a man of them, save 400 young men, which rode upon camels and fled. Okay? Let's read the NLT. And David and his men rushed in among them and slaughtered them throughout the night and the entire next day until evening. None of the Amalekites escaped except 400 young men who fled on camels. So David and his men they did a triple shift, okay, of slaughtering these Amalekites, man. Okay, so how the hell are you David with this with this friendly okay with this friendly Israelite doctrine, man? I mean, with this friendly Edomite doctrine, man. Okay, you giving Esau a pass. King David was not letting Esau make it, man. These Edomite males, he was not letting them make it, man. Okay? He was on their ass every chance the opportunity came, man. Every time the opportunity presented itself, he was letting these Edomites have it, man. Foot on their neck. Okay? So you clown, well, you ain't gonna stop it. Ain't no sense, But just, like, let's get the precept. I'll tell them niggas stop. A nigga, a nigga with his neck, okay, a nigga with his neck at that angle, there's nothing you can tell him, man, okay? So, this for the body, man. So that was that 2 Corinthians. 2 Corinthians 13. All right, 2 Corinthians 13:8 again, close out. Say, for we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. Okay? So the more they bug out, the more they coon, the more false prophets, push false prophecies. All right, the more edification comes out for the elect. So Lord will, that was edifying. Till next time I say shalom. Kwon Yashala, Abba, DTA soon. Shalom.